All right, this is Team AUBIE1's Week 3 submission to the VEXU, our Midwestern VEXU pre-recorded tournament. Today is Sunday, February 7th, 2021. The code is Prismatic Joint, and it is 2:38 p.m. First, we will start with the inspection, sizing our inspection tool, and then sizing our robot using the said inspection tool. Okay. Okay. Right. And now we will start with sizing our robots. We will go once over. Right. And now we will rotate the robot. Wait. Hold up. Here we go. This is it is farthest point. We will do that once over. Holding this thing so hard. And once again, it passes through here. All right. So now we will go through the rest of the inspection. So team ID plates are installed. This is our 15-inch robot. The robot must display colored tags on either side of the robot. Robot does not contain any components which intentionally detach on the playing field. The robot does not contain any components that could damage the playing field or other robots. Robot does not contain any sharp edges or corners. Robot does not pose any obvious unnecessary risk of entanglement. Robot brain power button is accessible without moving or lifting the robot, which is right here. Team testifies that the designing, building, and programming of the robot was done only by the students on the team. That is true. All robot components except sensors or electronics are or are identical to official VEX Pro, VEX EDR, and VEX IQ products or listed as an exception below. Robot does not use any commercial prefabricated parts that are not part of the VEX line. Robot does not use VEX Pro electronics that are specifically listed as being banned. Robot does not use VEX products not intended for use as a robot component or any VEX packaging. All components on the robot not meeting VEX VRC inspection criteria are non-functional decorations. Robot only has one VEX V5 brain. Only the robot must use one V5 robot radio. No other wireless communication protocols are permitted. Right here. No radio communication is permitted between robots. Robot uses one V5 robot battery, which is right here, as the primary power source. No more sensor electronics must be connected to the V5 brain via any of its externally accessible ports. They cannot directly electrically interface with the VEX motors. Everything's plugged into here. No more than one additional lithium-ion battery, a lithium iron or nickel metal hydride battery may be used solely for powering additional sensors and electronics. Only V5 battery can power the V5 brain. There is no other batteries on our robot. Robot is not controlled by more than 2 V5 controllers. The robot will be controlled by this remote only. No VEX electrical components have been modified from the original state. True. All right. And we will be going through we'll be showing that our robot cannot be moved during autonomous by the remote and during disabled. And we will show that the robot is linked to the robot. Let me right here, I have disconnected this motor from the robot. Now we'll plug it into the remote. It is connected and it is paired. Plug it back in. And then I will plug it into the competition controller. I will begin the program. So this is in disabled. I cannot control the robot. And then if I set it to driver, I can move the robot. Okay, and then I'm gonna set it disabled, can't move it, and then set it into autonomous, 3, 2, 1, and I can't move it. Oh, this is still disabled, hold up. Set it into autonomous in 3, 2, 1. And I cannot move it. Okay, so that concludes our inspection, and we will now move to the field. And here's our inspection checklist. Sorry. All right. The robot has been set onto the field. We will be using this competition controller, which is hooked up to the other computer. And the remote will stay connected to this at all times. And it will be sitting on this the entire time, which will be in frame on both cameras. I will now be putting our preload into the robot. And then holding this down. This is the official starting size of the robot, and it's completely within. And now we will show all the goals, show that the match will be started properly. We will now turn on the robot. I will change the battery for robot since it is low. Okay, the robot is on. And it is connected to the field. All right, and we are ready to start. Programming skills number 1. All right, and we will be using a stop time, and I will yell stop and give an X when we want the robot to stop, and the field controller will stop at that moment. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
All right, we are ready to begin.
Wait.
And stop. Okay. We will now record the official ruling, the scores.
I'm gonna go around them. So we will be starting at this first goal. You can see there's 2 red balls scored with no blue balls. Moving on, we have again 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. In this corner goal, 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. Again, 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. In this corner goal, we have 1 blue ball scored and 1 red ball scored. Red is on top, so red owns the goal. We have another red ball scored, no blue balls. This corner goal, we have 2 red balls scored with no blue balls. In this close goal, we have 1 blue ball scored and a red ball scored. Again, red's on top, so red owns the goal. And finally, in the middle goal, we have 1 red ball scored with no blue ball scored.
So this should leave 2 blue balls that are not that are scored for blue, and 14 red balls that are scored for red. And so that means, and red owns all the goals, so all the rows will be connected, which means, and a stop time of 4 seconds. And so that should be 123 points. With a 4-second stop time. And this is for programming skills number 1. All right. Okay. All right, and now we will go with programming attempt number 2 with, and as we said earlier, programming attempt number 1 was 123 points. Programming 2 is we will now run programming 2. Oh, and this has 4 seconds. That's a 4-second skill stop time. So programming number 2, we will now run. And our remote will stay connected up here as we reset the field, and we'll have 2 cameras watching both sides of the field. I hope that's okay. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of scared me there. Yeah, I like that.
I'll be more cautious.
All right. Do you want to get the camera over here so we can picture this?
Right.
You don't have to get. Oh yeah. Show the field, and then I will do.
Okay. We have reset field, or the field, I should say.
Right, and now we will reset the robot. The robot has its preload already inside of it, and right here. All right, and we are ready to start programming number 2, and we will be using the stop time once again. So stop time, we will use the same procedures. I will yell stop when to stop, and the time will be recorded. All right, are we ready? All right. Programming skills start in programming skills number 2 start in 3, 2, 1, go. skill stop time. Four seconds stop time. Awesome. I will get the paper to record. Show them the field.
All right, so we'll go through the goals again. We'll start with this goal. There are 2 red balls scored and a blue ball still scored within the volume of the goal. Red is still on top, so it owns the goal. This goal has 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. This goal has 2 red balls scored and a blue ball scored. Red is on top, so red owns the goal. 2 red balls scored. 2 red balls scored, no blue. 1 red ball scored, no blue. 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. 1 red ball scored, no blue balls. And then 1 red ball scored in the center goal with no blue balls.
Okay. So that means this should be, with 15 red balls scored, all goals owned by red and 1 blue ball scored, that with a 4-second stop times means this should be a 125 points for programming match number 2.
There's 2 blue balls.
Oh, there's 2 blue balls, sorry. So that means this should be 124. All right, with a skill stop time of 4 seconds. All right. So now we will be running programming match number 3. And we will once again be utilizing this skill stop time, and we will reset the robot and the field now. Okay, so then the field setup. You also have your batteries.
Yep.
For that.
All right, and we'll go through just to show again that the field is set up properly. Once again, the robot has its preload and it's within. Starting area.
All right, and now we will be running programming skills number 3. The field is set up and we will be using the stop time once again. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Stop time. 3 seconds. Oh. All right.
Okay.
And now
Go through the field again. So right here, as usual, we have 2 red balls scored with no blue balls scored. 2 red balls scored with no blue balls scored. 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. 2 red balls scored with no blue balls. Moving over here, we have 1 red ball scored, no blue balls. We have 1 red ball scored, no blue balls. This corner goal, we have 2 red balls scored with no blue balls. And this goal has 1 red ball scored with no blue balls. And finally, the center goal has 1 red ball and 1 blue ball scored. Red is on top, so red owns the goal.
okay, so this is programming skills match number 3. All right, there's 14 red balls scored, 1 blue ball scored, 124 points because all 8 goals or all 9 goals are scored for red with a 3-second stop time. All right. Now we will reset the robot and reset the field. Okay. Please. That's how I finally do it. Yeah. Like, watch this.
currently folding it back into size. I'll take you around to show you till it's gets out properly. Preload.
Okay. And we will now be attempting driver skills number 1.
Okay.
So load driver skills for tournament manager.
Okay, resetting timer, queuing driving skills. Then
Oh, it started the wrong program.
driver skills have been queued.
Okay. And we are ready for driver skills, and we will be doing a stop time once again with the same rules. Okay, we ready?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna start driver skills in 3, 2, 1, go. And the robot lost connection.
That's it.
Robot lost connection during the match.
Two red balls scored, no blue balls. One red ball scored, no blue balls. Two red balls scored with one blue ball scored. Red's on top, red owns the goal. Two red balls scored with one blue ball scored. Red's on top, red owns the goal. Two red balls scored, no blue balls. One red ball scored with no blue balls. Two blue balls scored with one red ball scored. Red is on top, red owns the goal. One red ball scored, no blue balls. And then in the center goal, we have three blue balls scored with no red balls. Hold on. I think it's catching this.
So 92 points. With no skills stop time. Or no, wait. Let's read 90, I think 91. 91. Right?
I'll come back to that.
It disconnected. And did you see that it didn't put off properly? So we should change that. A little rather than pretty big. It was still really good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and now we'll be running driver attempt number 2 with a skill stop time, and we will follow the same procedures. All right. All right, you're ready?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Almost 2. 2 seconds. We have 1 blue ball scored and 2 red balls scored, red on top, so red owns the goal. 2 red balls scored. 2 red balls. 1 red ball. 2 red balls. 1 red ball. 1 red ball. 1 red ball. And then the center goal has no scored balls. So this is driver number 2.
It's 98 points. All right. Okay, and this will be our last and final attempt for a driver. And our last attempt for this session. All right. Once I change the pattern. All right. All right, and we are ready to start driver match number 3 with the still stop time once again. And I will be using the same rules. Okay, and we're going to start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
We have 2 red balls scored with no blue balls. 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. We have 2 red balls scored and 1 blue ball scored. Red is on top, so red owns the goal. 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. Again, 2 red balls scored, no blue balls. 1 red ball scored, no blue balls. We have 2 red balls scored with 1 blue ball scored on the bottom. Red's on top, so red owns the goal. 1 red ball scored, no blue balls, and then finally 1 red ball scored and no blue ball scored in the center goal.
Okay, so we have 15 red balls scored for red. We have 4 seconds still stop time. All goals are owned for red, and 2 blue balls are scored. So that leaves us with 124 points for driver skills number 3. All right. And once again, this is Team AUBIE1 for week 3 of pre-recorded skills match. And we will show all our driver skills or all our runs, all our goal runs right here, just to confirm. 123 points for programming 1. 124 points for programming 2. Programming 3 with 124 points. Driver 1 with 91 points. Driver 2 with 98 points. And driver 3 with 124 points. This means our combined total score should be 248 with the skill stop times for each of 4 seconds. So a combined skill stop time of 8 seconds. All right. That is everything. All right. Thank you and have a good day.